With the mountain terrain built for the orcs in the previous episode, we will now begin filling in the empty spaces throughout the build and gradually make it look like a lived-in settlement for the orcs. For this episode, I decided to work on the underground cave system first. I think finalizing it first would give me a better idea of what I should do with the spaces above ground. Normally, I would use arch pieces as support structures for tunnel builds, but here I decided to use inverse slope pieces instead, since I think the curved shape of the arch pieces looks too elegant for the orcs. There are 2 levels for this cave system. We will put together the lower level first, which are the mining tunnels. Afterwards, the second level will be the living quarters for the orcs. This first room is a prison cell for captured humans, which the orcs use as forced labor for the mines. I think the jail cell pieces looks a bit too advanced for the orcs, so I went with a brick-built wooden door here instead. The rockwork color scheme down here will be leaning heavily towards light bluish grey, with some added medium nougat and dark tan to represent the bedrock. The Stronghold build from the first episode was mostly light bluish grey, with some medium nougat and dark tan accents, which matches the bedrock down here. Basically, the orcs are mining building materials and some minerals down here. The second level will lean more heavily on dark orange to match the color scheme above ground, representing the weaker types of surface rocks. You can see that the tunnel section and the prison section are currently linked with a weak connection. This is just a temporary connection to demonstrate the layout of this cave system as we put it together here. Afterwards, they will have to be inserted into the mountain separately, since the supporting structures of the mountain will be in the way. The black panels you see added here and there represents a continuation of the tunnels. There's meant to be another one added next to the prison room next to the old man sitting down, but that panel will be placed into the mountain separately later instead. Here you can see the bedrock and mineral seams in sand green being mined by more of the captive humans. You might recognize a couple of them from an earlier season as well. Comment below if you do. Now for the second level. The first room up here is the guard room, which will be placed on top of the prison. The ladder access to the lower level will be placed next to this room, so this is the ideal place to keep watch over the prisoners. On the floor we have a leather pelt with a dark red dye to match the color scheme of its faction, with its dark red leather roofing for the Stronghold build and the red flags. The walls for this floor are built taller as a way to transition between the very tall cavern entrance area above and the cramped mining tunnels below. You'll see it more clearly once I insert this cave system into the mountain build. I tried to use the brick-built bone ladders like the towers above ground, but the space was just too tight down here, so I went with the ladder piece instead. I built the hole linking the 2 levels together using reddish brown, representing wooden bracing to prevent the rocks from crumbling. Next to the ladder we have a larger hole which is a shaft for a crane to lift up materials from the mine. The crane itself will sit on the cavern entrance level above. This next area would be an inn for traders coming in from other tribes. I think the Orcish traders would need somewhere to rest, and this area right next to the cave system entrance is a logical place to put it. The sleeping quarters are separated from the social area by a few stair steps and partitioning cloth pieces just like the huts from episode 1. We have some fur pelters bedding on the floor, as well as mounted on the wall to maximize capacity, since I don't think the orcs care too much about personal space, given that they live crammed into mountain settlements, as explained in the previous episode. Here we have different types of orcs from different tribes occupying the inn. Next to the inn, we have the entrance stairway from the cavern entrance level above. Beside the stairs, I added a printed tile from the Zelda Deco Tree set to represent the inn sign, but in the Orcish language. Orcish traders coming down here will immediately see the sign and know where to go. The positioning of the wooden log panels and the rocks below will align with the supporting pillars for the mountain build, covering them up. Next is the crane build. It's built as a 16x16 platform to replace the stairwell platform that I built in the previous episode. The stairwell platform will in turn replace the next 16x16 Technic brick, as you'll see later. It's a simple lifting crane with a trapdoor underneath to allow the bucket to be unloaded without needing it to swing or slide over above solid ground. We have a bucket linked to a winch with chains long enough to go all the way down. Here you can see that I basically moved the stairwell over to the next quadrant and replaced it with the crane. The advantage of building the entire cavern entrance area in sections is that I could easily make changes like this without having to tear the build apart. Everything is removed and placed back after the swap is done. It's a good thing I decided to do the cave system below first as well, otherwise I would not have foreseen the changes needed to be made to the stairwell placement. The placement of this tall black panel is where the prison and the guard room will go. After placing it, I finished off all the paneling work at the back to cover up the mountain support pillars before inserting the cave system build. And as you'll see, the cave system needed to be inserted in sections because the support pillar to the side was in the way. Finally, with the paneling work done below, we can now cover up the side of the ramp leading up to the stronghold. Here's a demonstration of the crane connecting the tunnels to the upper level. I'd like to give a big shout out to our channel members supporting the creation of Scarrillis, with a special thank you to our captains, Brendan Bundyboy Davies, Karnosh, Kaya Fried Rice 38, Omni Khan, Henry Nix, Glenn O'Donovan, Star Wars Dragon Fan, and James Nichols. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.